everyone! Today I am doing the rainy day tag. I was tagged to do this by Julie from A Beautiful Horizon, and what this is just showing you what we do with our kids on a rainy day. So I'm going to link the other Julie's video down below, so make sure you go and check out her video on what she does with her kids, and I'm going to share with you what our family does on rainy days. So first off, I wanted to say, when I think of rainy days and what we do on rainy days, this makes me think of all winter long. Here in Ontario, Canada, it is cold and snowy from like November till March or April sometimes. So we have to be creative in finding things to do indoors. We have limited options to do outdoors in the cold and snow and in the rain, and limited money to just go do other stuff out in the town. So here are some things we do indoors. The first thing I think of is Play-Doh. This is a great rainy day activity. We have a big old bucket of Play-Doh, and it's not accessible for the kids all the time. It has to be special occasions I take it out for them, and so because of that, they will sit at the table and play with Play-Doh for hours. We also have a ton of puzzles. We have so many like board puzzles, wooden puzzles for the baby and toddler, and then we also have like 25, 50, 75 piece puzzles for the older kids, and they love putting together puzzles, and these are just a great educational activity I think for them to do. It really has their minds turning, and just something I really enjoy seeing them do, and they really like accomplishing it. Another thing we do is crafts or coloring. There's so many things we can do indoors, and so we have a bunch of coloring books and paper and stuff for them to color on. Often I will make a point of just printing something up for them too, because they get tired of their coloring books, even if there's still empty pages. If I say, okay, what do you want to color? Do you want to color a picture of superheroes? Do you want to color, do you want to do an activity page, like a word search? There's so much online that you can look up and do in order to keep this still exciting for the kids. We also have a lot of books, so whether they're easy reader books, little board books, chapter books, we have a lot of books. So these are great for the kids to do on their own, but usually they'll be entertained a lot longer if I sit down and read to them. But if I do sit on the floor and start to read books to them, they'll just bring me book after book after book after book. I'll sit with them most days and then read a couple books to the little ones. But honestly, I don't know if there's ever been a time that they're like, I'm done reading. Usually it's like Zara brings me a book, and then Simeon brings me a book, and then Charity brings me a book, and then Zara brings me another book, and so on and so forth. And after I've read 6 or 7 books, I'm like, okay, that's enough. But I honestly think they could just sit there all day and listen to me read books. We also have a good selection of activities and toys and games that aren't out and accessible all the time. So we have a big cupboard at the top of our stairs, and in this cupboard we have all of our games, all of our craft stuff, a lot of our school stuff, and we also have just a bunch of other activities. So we have a big old bucket of Duplo up there, and when I take that out, the kids will play with it for a long time. I don't want it out all the time because we have quite a lot of toys out all the time, and if Duplo's out, I find some of it's going to be put away in the animal bucket, some's going to be put away in this, and then if they want to actually build something, the blocks are everywhere. So I like to keep that in its own space. We'll take it out for certain occasions, which is whenever they ask me for it, really, but it's just that I take out, and so then they clean it up and it all just stays together. We also have a bunch of like Melissa and Doug activities. If you want to watch my preschool activities book, you'll see a bunch of these activity things we have, but like there's like a shape thing where you put shapes on this magnetic board and make patterns. What else do we have? We have, of course, games. The kids like playing games. They like checkers. They like Uno. There's a lot of things like that we have, like I said, just away, and so then sometimes I'll go upstairs and just open the cupboard and I'll let the kids just choose a couple things to play with, and because it's not always out and they don't see it every day, it's new when they see it, and it's fun, and they really enjoy playing these games and doing these activities. So that's it for my rainy day tag. Oh, I haven't even thought about who I'm going to tag. Why don't I think about who I'm going to tag before I start these videos? I feel like this happens every time. I am going to tag Deanna from Taming the Frizz. I don't think she's done this tag yet. So Deanna, I'm going to tag you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know down below what your favorite rainy day activities are, because We don't have, I would say, a lot of rainy days around here, but we have a ton of snowy and cold days where we need indoor activities. So let me know what you guys like to do, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!